You think inflation just happens, prices rise, life gets expensive, and everyone accepts it as normal reality. But what if I told you something deeper is happening behind the scenes, something you were never meant to notice? Someone quietly raised a tax on your life, and you didn't vote for it or approve it. You didn't even see it happening, and yet you're already paying it every single day. Not once, but every time you buy food, every time you pay for fuel, every time you live normally. Right now, there's a small stretch of water most people have never even heard about before. The Strait of Hormuz looks irrelevant, just a narrow piece of ocean on the global map. But this single location controls a massive part of the world's energy flow. Around 20% of the world's oil passes through this narrow choke point every single day. And if that flow slows down even slightly, the entire global system reacts immediately. Fuel prices jump, shipping costs rise, and supply chains begin tightening across industries. And suddenly your life becomes more expensive, even though you didn't change anything. This isn't just about oil prices, this is something much bigger happening beneath the surface. This is an invisible tax system quietly affecting every part of your daily life. Imagine walking into a shop, picking the same groceries, filling the same basket as always. Everything looks the same, but somehow you're paying more than before. You didn't buy more items, you didn't upgrade anything, yet your money disappears faster. It's like coins are leaking out of your basket, slowly dropping without you even noticing. When oil prices rise, transportation costs increase across the entire system instantly. And when transport becomes expensive, every product that moves becomes more costly. Suppliers raise their prices to survive, and shops pass those increases directly to you. Energy doesn't just affect fuel, it touches factories, farming, packaging, and delivery systems. So when energy costs rise, the entire system quietly starts charging you more money. Not directly, not obviously, but slowly and consistently over time. You're not just buying groceries anymore, you're paying an energy tax on everything you touch. And the worst part is you can't even see this system working against you. So what do most people do when their money starts disappearing faster? They look at themselves and assume they're the problem. They say, I'm spending too much. I need to budget better and control myself more. I need discipline. I need to cut back. I need to fix my habits immediately. But the truth is, you didn't suddenly become worse with money overnight. The system became more expensive, and nobody explained that shift to you. Now zoom out and look at how the system tries to fix rising prices. Central banks usually respond by increasing interest rates to slow inflation. That's the standard solution they've used for years to control the economy. But this time, that solution creates an even bigger problem. If they raise rates, borrowing becomes expensive and businesses start slowing down. Hiring stops, jobs disappear, and the economy begins weakening under pressure. But if they don't raise rates, prices keep rising and money loses value faster, and everything becomes harder for you to afford in your daily life. So now they're stuck between two dangerous outcomes they can't easily escape. Fight inflation and risk damaging the economy, or protect growth and let prices rise. And no matter what decision they make, you are the one who feels it, because your life becomes more difficult either way. Your savings slowly lose value without you even noticing it happening. Your salary struggles to keep up with the rising cost of living around you, and your effort becomes worth less over time even if you work harder. It feels like you're running forward, but the finish line keeps moving away. This is where most people misunderstand what's really happening around them. They think the solution is simple, they just need to earn more money. But earning more isn't the real issue at the core of this problem. The system is quietly devaluing what you already earn. You're working harder, running faster, and putting in more effort every single day, but the money you earn keeps shrinking in real value over time. So even when you feel like you're progressing, you're actually losing ground. That's why working harder alone doesn't solve the deeper issue, because you're not just moving forward, you're moving against resistance in the system, a system that quietly pushes back and reduces the value of your effort. Now here's where things start becoming interesting if you understand the pattern. The smartest people don't react emotionally to every headline they see. They don't panic when markets move, and they don't chase breaking news. Instead, they position themselves based on what the system is likely to do next, because they understand that when the system is under stress, money shifts. Some things lose value, but other things actually benefit from that pressure. This isn't random movement. It follows patterns that repeat over time. They don't try to predict headlines, they prepare for possible outcomes instead. When money loses value, holding cash becomes risky in the long term because its purchasing power slowly shrinks without you realizing it. So instead, they focus on holding things that move with inflation over time, assets that adjust as prices rise and protect value under economic pressure. In the same world, one person holds cash and watches it shrink. Another holds assets and watches them grow in the same conditions. Energy sectors tend to rise when oil prices increase globally. Commodities usually perform well when inflation remains strong and persistent. Real assets adjust naturally as economic pressure builds in the system. And strong businesses raise prices without losing customers or demand. Most people try to predict what will happen next in the economy. But that approach fails because the system changes too quickly. Headlines shift, narratives change, and markets react instantly to new information. Instead, ask a better question about what happens if this continues. If inflation stays high, your money continues losing value over time. If energy remains expensive, costs rise across every part of your life. And if instability continues, uncertainty spreads throughout the system. But these patterns are not random. They follow predictable behaviors. You are not just living in the economy, you are inside a system affecting you. And if you don't understand how it works, it will slowly work against you. The system doesn't need to take your money directly from you, it just needs to make your money worth less over time. If this opened your eyes to how the system actually works around you, comment "tax" below and show that you understand what's happening. And like this video and subscribe for more breakdowns like this, because once you see the system clearly, you can never unsee it.